Hello and welcome back to River Rod Company's YouTube channel. Today we are going to be tying up a Stubby Chubby in UV tan. Let's get started. Today we will be tying the Stubby Chubby on an Umpqua X Series Stubby T-hook in size 12. We'll be using UTC 140 in color tan. We're going to start off dressing the hook just behind the eye. And we're going to work our thread back and trim out the tag end. Next, we're going to take about 6-inch piece of Glow Bright floss, and we're going to double it over, and then we're going to double it over again around our tying thread and bring it to the top of the shank. And we are going to wrap our thread backwards until about the barb of the hook. Next, we're going to trim off this tag just a little bit past about there. Next, we're going to bring our thread all the way back up to our tying point, and we're going to put some dubbing down. So we're going to use some UV tan dubbing to create a little bit of a noodle. This is going to help block down the foam. So now we got a little bit of a noodle. We're just going to wrap backwards. We're going to end with our thread at about the hook point. Next, I have a piece of 2mm brown foam. You can also use tan, black, whatever your preference is. And I'm going to cut a little V in the back. And then I'm going to line the back of the foam about in line with the tag. And when I tighten that down, that little V will spread apart. Then we're going to create a little bit of a flat by advancing our thread just a little bit to tie in our legs. For our legs, I have some small span flecks in color tan that I barred with a Sharpie. Next, we're going to cover up our thread with some more UV tan dubbing and make a noodle big enough so that we can advance our thread to the next tying point in the front. So with this UV dubbing, a little bit goes a long ways. So I'm just taking a few, I don't know if you can see that, strands, and creating a nice noodle. So we're going to advance our thread forward to our tie-in point, about a hook or an eye gap behind the hook, or eye width behind the eye, I suppose. And we're just going to wind just a little bit backwards to create a flat. And we're going to tie in a wing of some EP fibers. Going to take about a 2-inch length piece. And I'm going to double it behind my thread on top of the shank. Do a wrap. Bulge that forward. Bring my thread over. Drop back nice and tight. Create a tie-in point. Couple wraps. And I'll trim that off just past the tag. Next, I'm going to tie in the front legs. It's the other half of the piece of Spanflex that I barred with a Sharpie. Couple wraps. And then I'm going to take some orange EP fibers and we're going to tie in a little indicator so we can see this on the water. I'm going to tie this in the same way. Bulge, drop back, and then I'm going to trim that to be about half the wing. Okay. A little bit more UV tan dubbing, cover up our thread. Then we're going to whip finish this. And then trim it out to make it actually look like a fly. Okay. We're going to cut this front foam. And we're going to little chamfer the corners. Just like that. And we'll trim these legs to length. So I like to grab them, all of them, if you can, below the fly, and then trim them about scissor width past if you like them longer, trim them longer. And then final step, I like to comb out the wing and brush out the underbody a little bit. And I come in, just trim a little bit of that up. Nice. And there you have it. Stubby Chubby in UV tan. Thanks for watching.